September is a very, very lucky month. It is sapphires, and sapphires come in all colours of the rainbow. But when we talk about sapphires on its own, we're talking about only the blue ones. So we talk about diamonds being the hardest stone, and then it becomes corundum, which is sapphires and rubies are just red sapphires, just a very good PR team. And sapphires are rather wonderful as the engagement ring, and I've got a lot of rings, sapphires. I have a natural attraction for sapphires. I think if you've got blue eyes, it makes a fantastic engagement ring. And sapphires are all about devotion. So when you pair it with diamonds, it's all about devotion forever. And I think that makes it the most ultimate engagement ring you could possibly want. You can get that wonderful cornflower blue, which is just like my engagement ring, and then you can also go all the way to the very dark, intense sapphires, and you can sometimes get really, really, really dark sapphires, which usually, not always, but come from Australia. And you can get the rather amazing, like this one here, which is just like Princess Diana's or the current Princess of Wales, and it's also from Sri Lanka. This one actually comes with a certificate, which has got much more of intense blue, but it's still that vibrant colour. You can also get stones that come from Burma, and the ultimate goal anyone would love from the gemology world is to find something from Kashmir, which is a much more rich, like velvet. Sapphires were made very, very popular in the Victorian times with Queen Victoria, because Prince Albert gave Queen Victoria quite a lot of sapphires. It's always been popular, and I think the main reason being is that it's very, very practical. So they've got a very good hardness, and one thing I always say about coloured stones, as opposed to just having just diamonds, is while diamonds are very sparkly and beautiful, when you keep touching them they dull down because they're attracted to grease. But with sapphires or any coloured gemstones, they remain beautiful colour. This is a lovely Edwardian sapphire and diamond cluster ring with two little diamonds on the side, and I just think it is so sweet. Edwardians was always a period of very pretty and dainty pieces, and this is exactly that. It's such a lovely, lovely piece. When you put it on, it's very flat and low on the finger. It's very comfortable to wear, and you've got that beautiful cornflower blue, which is exactly what you want. This ring, I think, has got to be one of my favourite sapphire rings that we have. It is Victorian, late Victorian. It's because it's sort of on the verge going to Edwardian era, but it's about 1890, and it's just so beautiful. And what's unique about it is you've got that old cut of a heart-shaped sapphire. This ring I absolutely love. I love that it's got that sort of Victorian sort of gold heaviness. And if it wasn't hallmarked, one would naturally think it was sort of late Victorian. And I just think it's really beautiful. You've got this rather beautiful cornflower blue in the middle, surrounded by lovely diamonds in a beautiful claw setting. And why claw settings are really good is because they allow the light to get in. Now this piece is actually hallmarked for 1907, so this is an Edwardian piece, but it's very much in the fashion of the late Victorians. And actually I would argue that this is a bit more of a unisex piece, because I think this looks fabulous on a man as well. And it's just a really beautiful ring. If you love gold and you love diamonds and you love sapphires and you love that sort of old world beauty, this is a really lovely, charming piece. This ring I absolutely love. It's a bit like a tiara. Well, it is known as a tiara ring, or the other term, which is because the French loved it, well, Russia as well, loved these styles. So they were often known as Duchess rings, and it's because it's the whole idea of you've got basically a tiara on a ring. When you put it against a wedding ring or eternity ring, whatever you want, can be worn together, and literally it is crowning your ring. And it's just such a beautiful, very stackable, beautiful design, and looks absolutely wonderful on a finger. And it's a very impressive piece because you've got 18 karat white gold, and it's just a really beautiful blue with all these lovely old cut diamonds. A very unique, dazzling ring. Definitely a sparkler, definitely a conversation starter. This is a fantastic example of Edwardian sapphire and diamond. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's very hard to find the early sapphire clusters. They do exist, they are around there. I think they're just really popular with engagement rings. They're not that easy to come by. Well, this is a beautiful example of the Edwardian pieces. You've got this lovely old stones on the shoulders. You've got a beautiful sapphire in the middle surrounded by diamond. But what's so beautiful about it is how almost practically made it is. It's very low and flat on the finger. So if you're worried about it getting knocked or anything, this is a really good, beautiful ring to have. As they often say, more diamonds or more stones than the metal, and so that's why I think this is a fantastic example. This ring I think is so brilliant. It's Art Deco, it's geometrical, it's got the sapphire and diamond. It's definitely the Art Deco's take of the normal sapphire and diamond clusters that you see, and it's just so fun. It's beautiful. It's an elegant ring, and it's got such a graceful piece with the sapphire and the platinum at the top, the 18-karat gold, the diamonds. It's got everything going, and if you love Art Deco and you want a sapphire ring, I think this is a perfect ring. It's really beautiful. This ring I think is very unusual. I just think for a little cluster it just makes it a bit different. You've got these sapphire in the middle surrounded by diamonds, and then you've got further sapphires that make it like almost like a double cluster, and I think it's just really unusual, and it's a lovely ring. It's got such a charm and of uniqueness, and I don't think you'll find another ring like this, and so I just think it's a really lovely piece, and definitely makes a much more unusual sapphire cluster ring for sure. So here we've got a 14-karat gold, white gold, sapphire and diamond bar brooch, and it's just so beautiful. It's got all these like wonderful details of metalwork. I mean, whoever made this really was showing off their craftsmanship, because you've got these amazing little hearts all the way in the details from the sapphires to the sapphires, all this like lovely little sort of almost like a cluster of hearts. And then you've also got on the side of the metalwork, you've got all this like little swirly stroll details, and in each corner you've got sort of almost like a further sort of like a fan or scallop shell little details on each edge, more swirl, and everything is all milligrained. It's just so much work and so much beauty's gone into it. It's definitely a piece from Germany. Even the back is just beautifully polished, a lot of fine details. This piece dates 1930s, sort of late 1920s, early 30s, and just look at all that milligrain. I mean, that literally means that, you know, they put little dots and all. I mean, just absolutely exceptional. Stunning. Princess of Wales was recently seen wearing a triple pearl necklace, so I'm kind of hoping that pearl necklaces are now going to be back in fashion, and they are just such a classic staple to your jewellery wardrobe, and I do think everyone needs a set, and these are just really beautiful. This is what we call graduate ones, which means they start small and then you end up with in the middle the larger ones at the centre that drop. And they're just really beautiful. These are cultured pearls, but they've got such a beautiful colour to them. They've got a slight, what I call sort of slight pink hue, and they're just really pretty. And they're creamy, they're beautiful. I mean, when pearls are good, they're just really beautiful, and these are really nice examples. And of course, the clasp is everything when you're looking for a pearl necklace. Pear-shaped. sapphires, and you've got diamond in the centre. So diamond is approx 30 points, so which means it's about 0.30 carats. And then you've got the sapphires are in total approx 60 points, so about 0.60 carats. And then it's further of just over half a carat of diamonds. So actually for a clasp it packs quite a punch, but it is a real sparkler, and it just means when you're wearing this necklace and you know it's in the back of the neck, it's got a real lovely touch, beautifully made, and a lovely, lovely piece. This is a wonderful brooch from about the 1900s, and you've got these lovely natural pearls, and you've got this amazing diamond leaves, and I just think the craftsmanship of having how the leaves curve over and you've got all the diamonds in there, it's just absolutely beautiful. I don't know how someone does it, it's just beautiful. And you've got a little element of platinum there, but the main thing is it's mainly 14 karat gold. It's marked 585, the European 14 karat gold. And then what I love is it's got a little drop, the dangling little sapphire there. It's a very versatile piece, and I think it is a super piece. It could be worn in numerous ways, and this is a lovely piece. I've got two sapphire capuchons tie-pins at the moment, and I just think they're rather fun. This one is rather unique because it's kind of fluted and carved and makes a little beautiful heart, very unusual, with this sort of platinum at the top, and it's on a pin. And then this one here is a Art Deco version where you've got the oval shape and it's more on a sort of platinum shield, very typical of the Art Deco era. They can be worn in various ways. It doesn't have to just be on your tie. It could be on your lapel, it could be in your hat, and they make a great little sparklers, and I think they're very beautiful. These rings I absolutely love. They've got a great name, which means half carved, half hoop. So it's literally half of the ring is carved, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And especially when you've got this lovely stroll light details, it's just absolutely makes just the 5-stone ring that little bit different when you look at the angles. It's just absolutely wonderful. And you've got these beautiful cornflower blue sapphires with the diamonds, and it's just a really, really spectacular ring, and a beautifully designed ring, and in excellent condition given its age. This ring is our showstopper. So this is a very impressive 5.25 carats, unheated, natural Sri Lankan ring, and it's just divine. I mean, it's funny because when you compare this, which has got more of the cornflower blue, this is much more vibrant, it's richer, it's got more of that sort of royal blue, but much more life inside it. It's absolutely stunning, with two beautiful old cut diamonds on the side. And it's an Art Deco ring. It's got this claw setting, and claw settings are fantastic because it means allow the light into the ring and really give it that incredible sort of, you know, just energy and life, and it's just amazing. And this ring is just, yes, it's what our showstopper, and makes a very impressive, very grand engagement ring for anyone. All makes a very brilliant, you know, present. I mean, I definitely wouldn't say no if I was given that. This is a rather unusual sapphire ring because it's actually quite dark, and it looks quite dark, but you know, not everyone likes those pale blue sapphires. Some people love that rich dark sapphires, which usually come from Australia. So this is sort of Australian ring, but actually when you put this against the light, it's actually because it's deep, but when you put light against it from behind, it is so vibrant, it's so blue, it's just absolutely beautiful. But it's brilliant. This is a platinum, it's French, it's got this amazing, wonderful sort of I don't know what you describe that, sort of like kite setting with the sort of pyramids and things. So if you like that sort of dark sapphire, or more to the point, you want the scale, but you don't want so much for the price point, this is the natural sapphire, and looks absolutely superb on. This ring I absolutely adore. It's about the 1960s. I'm not convinced it's any older, just because the diamonds are slightly more brilliant. And although the sapphire is 100% natural and unheated, and it's just a really beautiful sort of vintage inspired ring, because it gives the illusion it's made 50 years earlier. And I also love that it's sort of oval shape, and it always looks so good on a finger, because usually most people have a more of an oval shaped window, and this is a lovely, lovely example. I mean, I'm going to be biased. I mean, I love clusters. In fact, mine are from about the 1960s, and this one is just a little bit more better made, but it is beautiful. This is the more unusual Art Deco ring, and I always think these are really fun when you've got the two stones. So this is a sapphire at the top, sapphire at the bottom, and it's so lovely with this amazing little diamond sort of with, I have to also say, this lovely milligrain on the side of the metalwork as well. And I think part of the charm about getting a vintage or a antique engagement ring is the fact that you want one of those one of a kind. You want a ring that no one else has, and this is definitely a ring that no one else has. It's charming. It's a lovely, very unique ring, and definitely what we call one of a kind. And as I always say, it's a one of a kind ring for one of a kind type of love. This is a rather brilliant, it's 18 karat white gold and sort of Art Deco style, but I think it's more vintage just because it's a bit more thicker at the back. But it's just really beautiful, and of course the diamonds are a bit more modern, but it's absolutely lovely. It makes a great ring to stack against another ring, and it looks absolutely fantastic against any ring. So whoever has it, or it could be an engagement ring, you know. Not everyone wants such big rings, so this would be a lovely, lovely engagement ring too. You've got the bezel setting here, and you've got the claw setting here. And the difference is you've got the bezel and means that the metal goes all the way around the stone, so it's a bit more secure, and it also means it's much more practical for someone who is maybe a bit more clumsy or gets things caught or things, so it's a much more safer ring to go for. The claw setting ring allows the light into the gemstone, and that's why it's very popular when you're looking at jewellery, why there's claw settings. The downfall of having a claw setting is that all you need is a few claws to be pulled back, whether it's pulling on tights, putting on a jumper. There's various reasons they can be bent back, and so now and again you just have to put your fingers over and just see if you can feel any of that sort of sharpness. You can't go wrong with a 3-stone ring. They suit every finger, and these are just two lovely examples. I'd love to know which one you think you prefer, because it's two different looks, both very, very similar. If you're not a gold person, because not everyone is into gold, and you might like that more silver cool setting, this is a really beautiful ring to go for, because you've got the sapphire in the middle, which is about 1 carat, and then surrounded by 1.2 carats of diamonds, and it's just a lovely piece. It's probably could be 60s, 70s, 80s, quite difficult to date to a certain point. I think I've said online it's 1980s. Got the sort of flower in the back, which is really fun as a gallery, and it's just a really good little sparkler, and it looks a really superb, wonderful showstopper ring to have on. So if you like that sort of cool look and you want a dazzler, this is definitely a dazzler for all sorts of reasons, and I think it's got good scale, good colour, and what more could you want? Original sapphire clusters are quite hard to find, so this was absolutely a find to find, and I just love the colour. It's a really fantastic sapphire. It's got lovely brilliant diamonds around the outside, and they really do sparkle, and it is fully retailed as well inside, and it says 18 karat plat as well. Charm, you've got the age, you've got the uniqueness, because it just makes it a little bit different to the other sapphire clusters, and it's a good size for any finger.